So we have been talking a little bit about the impact of the emotions on our health, and I want to understand more about different techniques that we can use to help us reduce the stress. And we're talking about mindfulness. So Tatiana, help me out here with that subject and tell me a little bit about mindfulness.
Absolutely, Vivi. So basically mindfulness, very simply put, is being aware of what is. Now that is a dictionary definition, very simple. There is a professor from the University of Oxford, his name is Mark Williams, and he was actually the former director of the Oxford Mindfulness Center, and he defined mindfulness as knowing ourselves inside and knowing what's outside, moment by moment. That's another definition. Now, what I love about his definition is that he also says that there's a benefit with mindfulness in reconnecting with our body and also becoming aware of our thoughts and feelings. Typically we go through life trying to shut those down or suppressing our feelings, or if there's a trauma to any part of the body, kind of like removing ourselves from it. Mindfulness allows us to become aware so that we can then focus on a solution, a healing process, etc.
Awesome explanation. So, what is meditation?
Great question. So, some people use meditation and mindfulness interchangeably. Mm-hmm. So, we totally understand where there could be confusion. And this is for your audience, for the community. Use what works best for you. Some people, and there's like a different school of thought, the traditionalists, they talk about mindfulness being a type of meditation, a very specific type of meditation. I tend to differ from that because they define that type of meditation as using all of your mind to focus. Now, by definition, the mind is set up to keep us alert. So it's like, by its very nature, it's not just going to be focused on one thing. And I think that's where many people think that they're not good at meditating because they can't completely focus or quiet the mind. Mm-hmm. By definition, you can't really quiet the mind. The mind is designed to be alert and be aware of the different levels of consciousness. So I tend to think a little bit different because of those reasons. I think mindfulness, and by the very use, especially in the Western Hemisphere, is a type of conscious living, or it's being aware. Meditation, then the way some of us use it, which works, whatever works for you guys, but meditation is a method to which we can use to become more aware.
Okay, so now I want to understand, what is the impact of meditation on our brain?
It's actually very interesting because this is a fairly new concept in medical world. I'm sure you all heard those people that will tell you the positive thinking will make an impact on your life, and I found this sometimes just a bit annoying, but actually it is true. And what was proved in studies and based on brain scans with CAT scans and MRIs and things like that, and that the meditation can affect the anatomy of the brain. So whereas before we thought that we're born with this brain and it will only change to the worse as we age and lose some of that cognitive function, memory and thinking, it actually now can change and improve by meditating. New pathways will develop, new nervous system little cells will develop. There will be new myelin, which is the fat that our nervous system uses. There will be new myelin pathways and sheets. So it's just a constant dynamic improvement of the brain when we use something like meditation, yes.
That's awesome. So it's actually something that we can now see and
yes.
test done,
yes.
that it really makes a difference. So I'm very passionate about meditation. I practice some type of meditations, and with my mom we try some to help her lower the stress levels and anxiety during her diagnosis and treatments. So we're going to, in the next video, we're going to learn more about different specific techniques, and I hope you stay tuned.